Welcome back to Cooking on the Rim. My name is Quish, and I'm the guy that's talking. How's everybody doing today? Castus, what's up? Lord Grimmos eating some delicious flatbreads. Fredo just resubscribed for 35 months. 35 months you've been watching this nonsense. Thanks for supporting us. Just had a nice Reuben. Ooh, Reubens are good. I haven't had a Reuben in a long time. You guys are making me hungry. But right now, the only thing that will slake my hunger is the wholesome fun of Rimworld. Let's go ahead and load this colony back up. Totally not a cartel. Tad bit verklempt today, or it's been bothering me. Got some warm beverage here though to try to help clear that out. It is quite wholesome. Look at these little guys. Look at this cute ass little muffalo. Tell me that this isn't a wholesome game. Look, it's a kitty. It's just a kitty hanging out. What's wrong with that guy? Thank you, Night Owl. Appreciate that. Well, we do have, we got this guy, Smogwaste the Shelter Kid. He is abrasive and has a lust for the blood. Excuse me. And she's good at talking and good at medicine. So for the most part, she's gonna be like, just hauling stuff around. Cleaning stuff up, making fecal sludge to power our base with. Fredo is still living in the walls somewhere. Somewhere. Yeah, this colony is it's had its ups and downs, that's for sure. We're kind of on our recovery period. I feel like anytime a colonist goes on a mental break and they just start kicking holes in walls, they're actually just looking for Fredo. Ether. Oh, did my notifications not cut on? Oh no. Where are my alerts?
Nice.
There it is. There it is. Yeah, my alerts got turned off somehow. What's up, Ether? I don't know. Did I talk to these guys? I feel like I did. These guys are like slavers, if I'm not mistaken. They did not have any more wasters for trade. I must have accidentally clicked off on alerts. In OBS, I have it right next to the wheel of names, which is this happy camper. If you're not familiar. A lot of times when I make the wheel of names go away, sometimes I accidentally click on the alerts as well. I wonder how long that's been like that. Cheesy ramen. Cheesy ramen sounds good. All right, so what are we actually doing here? What are we even doing? What's up, bully? Make sure I have this set up correctly. I don't. Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I'm good. I'm good. Cookie Mama is just, you know, participating in the family business. This no longer needs to be a prison bed or a slave bed. I actually had planned on making dinner yesterday. I try to make dinner on Sundays. It's kind of like one of my traditions. And I was gonna make some some chicken casserole. Got my egg noodles. Bought a rotisserie chicken from the grocery store. I was gonna tear up the rotisserie chicken, put it in the casserole. Cream of chicken soup. Breadcrumbs, the whole 9 yards, right? And a couple hours before I was going to start making dinner, we were doing dishes because, you know, you want to make sure you have a clean dishwasher, you know, to put dishes in. And it started barfing up soapy water all over the floor of my kitchen. And I was like, well, that's not good. About a week ago, I'd put a new sink and garbage disposal in the kitchen because the old one had given up on us. The garbage disposal had given up. We just figured we'd put a new sink in while we were at it. And I don't know if you guys know this, but there's like a plug. There's like a spout, excuse me, that you hook the drain to the dishwasher to the garbage disposal, so it'll drain out of the house, right? That's how water works. That's how the plumbing works, right? Well, when you buy a garbage disposal new, they put this like plastic plug in that little spigot, in that little spout, and I didn't know that, and it ended up barfing soapy dishwater all over my floor. So that's the home improvement tip from Quish. If you have to put a new garbage disposal in, make sure you take that little plug out if you're hooking up a dishwasher to it. I think everybody has to learn that one the hard way, though. Long time ago, my dad taught me the first rule of plumbing. He said, little man, he said, shit rolls downhill. That's stuck with me for my entire life. Yeah, the real friends was the water we left on the floor along the way. Okay, well, that's a heck of a quote, Night Owl. There's There's only a couple of ways that I feel like you can get bacon grease on your dick, and all of them are embarrassing. Yeah, plumbing's not my favorite. It's a gross activity for sure. It's one of the grosser things you have to do in home ownership. But it's a necessary evil. You gotta learn how to do that kind of stuff. I don't even know what I'm doing here. This guy joining us yet? Oh man, he's like a day away. What are we currently researching? Fabrication? Hell yeah. Means we should probably make like a fabrication room, huh? Ooh, the filth lineup. Oh shit, just as soon as Ether and Cookie Mama decided to start having it out. Okay. Well, some of these guys might be the Dirt Mole, Waster, Dirt Mole, Waster, Neanderthal, the SAR. Oh shit. So a few Wasters. Maybe we'll get lucky and one of the Wasters will Cookie Mama needs help. Ether, I know you just beat Cookie Mama up, but could you like maybe take her to the hospital? There you go, thank you. Yeah, Night Owl, that's the way that I would expect. You know what? Yeah, Cookie Mama can be in a better mood now. Yeah, I think the way I expected to get bacon grease on your dick was by cooking bacon while not wearing pants. That seems like the least embarrassing way to get bacon grease on your dick. And okay, Dolly is a dirt mole. Kalen is a waster. Okay. Hey Geth, could you capture them please? Ether, if you could meet up. Oh, except for I don't have any medicine in the Okay. Pick up herbal medicine. Pick up 3 of them. Then there you go. All right. This person also good at social and intellectual. They're industrious. They're really just good at fighting. Good at crafts. Maybe I'll have this person doing some building stuffs. All right. Not bad, not bad. Try to recruit them as well. Yeah, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. Got a raccoon. It's decided to cause some trouble. Sir W Addict and Doctor Who. Are you guys familiar with who this raccoon is? Okay. You know what? All right, Smog Waste has joined the colony. Put some clothes on. All right, so first things first, we're gonna give them a work schedule. And again, they are good at doctoring, social, and combat. So I think for the most part, this person is just going to be a hauler. Actually, they're probably good at childcare. We don't really have any kids at the moment. Wardening. So for the most part, they're just going to be doing hauling and cleaning, and Ayagath can go back to focusing on helping with the gardening and the mining. And then, of course, the most important thing is that they need a name. And with that, we bring forth the Wheel of Names, the most electrifying move in sports entertainment. Let's find out who this guy's going to be. Apex 262, welcome to the colony. Welcome to the colony, Apex. Let's send the wheel back to the void. Poof. All right. Cookie Mama still a little beat up. She go pick up her machine gun. Apex, what are you good at fighting with? Equally as good at melee and shooting. What do we have as far as weaponry? Shotgun, crappy knife, machine pistol. And most of these weapons are on the end of their life. Okay then. Let us make a bill. Perhaps a breach axe is in order. Cookie Mama will make that for you. There's a lot of conversation going on here that I'm not caught up on. And it looks like this person is getting about a half a point per day, which isn't too bad. Let's see. We have a breach axe made. Where did you put it? There it is. Apex. Enjoy your breach axe. Cookie Mama. Go get your machine gun. Yeah, building an armory for just weapons and armor has been on my list of things that I should probably do. All right, research, fabrication. We just finished fabrication. don't think we're too worried about other research right now. What haven't we done? Guess we'll do hospital beds for now. And that means we need to build a fabrication bench, which requires 2 advanced components. We currently have 1. So we're going to be on the lookout for another one. Let's go ahead and build an armory, huh? Speaking of colonies dying, okay, that's not too bad. Geth, you're not supposed to be in melee. Come on, dude. Here you go. And let's melee attack. Oh, Apex. Just punch that till it's dead, please. All right. Handled. We've got some delicious forbidden jelly out of the deal. I could make chain shotguns for people now that I actually have some components. Okay, let's see how bad everybody is on the health situation. Everybody's fine. Ether, if you could yeah, 10. There you go. While I'm thinking about it, put a shelf in here. Herbal medicines. We'll call that critical. You know, Fredo, I've seen that. For a while, there was these like gimmick shotgun shells that fired like bolos out of them. So it's like it was just like a chain that had 2 weighted balls on either end of it. When you fired it, it shot this like decapitation thing at you. Remember that was a gimmick shotgun thing that people who played a lot of White Wolf games wanted to have, like a silver chain or something stupid. All right, so this will be the armory. Something like that. Herbal medicine does not require refrigeration. It will deteriorate if it's outside, though. Yeah, like, oh, I guess that actually will spoil, but it spoils in like multiple years. Just never noticed it. Yes. Ether is not currently working on construction first, is he? Which actually has probably left us slightly defenseless. Right. Meteorite of marble. Gotcha. Noted. Do we have colored lights? Ooh, is that a research that I forgot to do? Advanced lights. Yeah, we should research that. Let's research that. I don't know if I've told the story of the first and last time I fired a shotgun, but I'll tell it now. So when I was in high school, I went on a camping trip with some friends. It was my girlfriend at the time, her friend, their family. Kibble. Really need that. Although I guess the rats would probably eat it, right? Yeah, rats can just eat whatever they want. They're rats. So yeah, so it was a friend of ours family. They had this cabin out in the mountain, and they had a big collection of guns at this cabin, right? And my buddy, who was dating the girl whose family it was, was getting all like cartoonishly like into guns, because he's a teenager. He's like, I want to fire these guns. So he convinced her dad to take us out behind the cabin and shoot the guns at this this big like hay bale. They're like one of those big round hay bales with like a target spray painted on it. So like he loaded the shotgun, and he showed us like how to aim it, like what to do for safety, and like because neither one of us had ever shot a gun before. And you know, pointed at the target, pulled the trigger, blam, ejected the shell. Was like, okay, that's how you do it. I'm like, okay, that's cool. We can do that. Now, admittedly, our friend's dad was a real big guy, and we were both high schoolers. And in high school, I was a very small guy. I was not any taller. I'm like, you know, under 6 foot. At the time, I was like barely 100 pounds. I'm a much different human being now. I could eat that teenage version of me. But my buddy was pretty stout. You know, he was a stout kid. And so he loaded up the shotgun, handed it to him, racked it, pointed the gun at the target, pulled the trigger, and like the gun just went flying up into the air. Like he didn't let go of it, but like he went up on his back foot, and like the gun was just like flying away from him. And you know, like the dad was all like, "Oh yeah, you gotta really brace it. You gotta hold on to it." So I'm like freaking out because, you know, my buddy's a stout guy and I'm not. I was a real small dude. I'm just a little guy. So he loaded the gun. I pulled it up to my shoulder, and I was holding on to it real tight. I was holding on to that motherfucker like you know, it was my parachute, and I was jumping out of an airplane. Like I was really clinging to this guy. And pulled the trigger. I mean, it slammed into my shoulder. Like I thought I had like dislocated my shoulder when I fired it. And the dad was laughing because when he fired it, he was firing regular shells, and when he had given it to us, he had loaded up these like fucking high grain like Magnum shells. Which is, you know, kind of a mean thing to do to some kids, but you know, we were kids and that's what happens. And I didn't fire another gun from that point on up until about like a year ago. I fired a gun with the Legion. It was actually Catch. It was first time meeting Catch 22. He's a nice guy. He was like, "Here's a gun. You should shoot it." And I'm like, "Okay." And he showed me what to do with it, and I pulled the trigger, and it was a lot more pleasant of an experience than getting punched in the shoulder by a shotgun. But yeah, that was not my first experience shooting a gun, but that was my first experience shooting a shotgun. The first time I ever shot a gun was a .38 revolver at a 4th of July party that was at a friend of my dad's house, and it was one of the most redneck parties I've ever been to. And for those of you who don't know, I come from a long line of rednecks. Catch is a pretty good dude. Pretty good dude. I was pleased to meet him. Damn accurate with a gun, though. Holy hell. But yeah, like most of the Legion really into guns. Just not a thing that I ever really got into, I guess. All right, let's go back to what we were doing. Hospital beds. Yeah. The reason I did that is because I want to put a danger light in here. Bully, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I remember at one point when I was a kid, I was gonna learn to shoot a hunting rifle with my grandfather, and that just kind of never panned out. And then I fired a 38 at a redneck party at some cans, and that was fun. Oh, I just realized that Bully Snake and Bully Bravo are both in chat, and I don't think I ever put two and two together that you were two different people. That is how my brain works. I have such a dumb lizard brain. I am so sorry. All right. All right, change color. Danger lights. Man, Cookie is just wholesale beating ass right now. She does not put up with anyone's shit. I can get down with some of that ether. I do like cars. I don't drive fast like I used to, though. Yeah, no, I'm awful with names. I'm awful with names, and I'm awful with pronunciations. I'm okay with faces, but yeah, no. When it comes to remembering names, I'm dog shit. A trade ship is nearby. Well then, let us purchase some things. Oh, Ether is still missing like his stomach, isn't he? Right. Well, we could buy some more cool armor. Got all these skulls we could sell people. Nobody seems to want to buy them. We got a cataphract helmet. Yeah, we'll buy this this prestige recon armor and the cataphract helmet. Oh wait, we have like no money. What am I talking about? I have a solution to that problem. And solve the ambrosia. They do not have advanced components. They do have medicine, and we are out of that. We are not out of that. It thinks that we're out of that because we don't have our doodle bopper over there. They literally won't buy anything from us, though. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, there we go. All right, Cookie Mama, I feel like being the second longest running, well, not even the second longest running, she was here from the beginning. Cookie Mama, you get to wear the cataphract helmet. And where did the armor go? Did somebody already put it away? Yeah, Cookie Mama can have the cool armor and the cool hat. Nice. Yeah, Ether, we need to find you a stomach. Your stomach was destroyed. But you apparently have enhanced eating due to pollution stimulus, I guess. I don't know what's going on there. Your consciousness is so high, yeah. But yeah, we need to get you a real stomach. That's not good. So we're gonna finish hospital beds, and then we are gonna do. We need. Advanced prosthetics, which is. All right, we finished hospital beds. We need prosthetic stomachs is where. Yeah, bionic stomach is under bionic replacements. Thank you, Night Owl. I am okay with faces. I did feel really bad. We had a guy join our local Blood Bowl league this season. Nice guy. Only really met him like 2 or 3 times. Like I met him when he joined. I met him when I played him, and I think I watched him play a game with somebody else. And he lives in another town, and he hangs out at another game store, so not a guy I just saw very regularly. Well, I went into that other game store because they had some paints that I was looking for, and he rolled up to me and he said hi, and I looked at him and I had no idea who the hell he was. I was like, "Hey, how you doing, guy?" And he said his name. I was like, right, I definitely knew that. Definitely, actually, positively knew that. So maybe I'm not so great with faces, is what I'm trying to say. Hey, big dog. AK Titanium White? No. So I was actually picking up some of the Duncan Rhodes paints. But they had actually just got in all of the Monument Hobbies paints, which is pretty cool. Don't have a lot of use for them at the moment, so I didn't pick any up. But I'm curious to use them. I've heard good things about Monument Hobbies. A mechanoid swarm is attacking his settlements. He wants us to... Fuck that. No, absolutely not. Jeez. Yeah, 2 thin coats. 2 thin coats. For the longest time, I've been using Vallejo Game Color. And within the past couple of years, they reformulated their entire paint range. And I do not like the reformulation. Like, all of their paint is super matte. So, like, it doesn't take a wash very well, and it doesn't blend very well. Like, I know what they were going for, but it's like the whole point of the paint range is that it's like for gaming. Like, it's for painting miniatures that look good on the table for gaming pieces. And they had turned it into like scale 75, like, you know, artist quality, like competition painting paints. And I'm like, that's not what I want. You know, I just want the colors that I grew up painting with, you know, my snakebite leather and my hot turquoise and shit like that. Like, I don't want all this, you know, fancy schmancy like competition painting stuff. I'm an okay painter, don't get me wrong, but I'm not painting for competitions. I'm painting because I want to play with games. Yeah, I heard that their workers went on strike too. I think it's there was a couple factors, but anyway, the long and short of it is that paint range was kind of ruined for me. And I tried some of the army painter paints, and the colors are right, but the quality of the paints is not there. Like even the new Fnatic range is not really all that great. We are out of wood. We are out of wood. Just chop all those down. But I'd heard good things about the Two Thing Codes paints. They're very similar to the Games Workshop paints. And I've got a few of them that I really like. I really like their reds. Their colors seem a little desaturated, but they're not bad. They're not bad. Oh, Freddy, that's cool. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Battletech. The Battletech miniatures are not the best. Even the newer ones with the new plastic sculpts. But that'll you know, that'd be something good for him to get started on. Yeah, the Vallejo air paints, I had a bunch of those. Actually, they had sat on my shelf for so long untouched that I was afraid they were gonna go bad. So I boxed them up and I gave them to a buddy of mine who had just bought an airbrush. Falkenstein, what's the heresy? Me shitting on Battletech miniatures? Or me giving away paints? Okay, all right. So I'm gonna get on a soapbox, and I'm gonna preface this with, I am sorry if anyone does not take my opinion pleasantly. I will say this. The designs for the new miniatures are fantastic. Anthony Scroggins, Bishop Steiner, Alan Blackwell, all those guys that do the designs for the miniatures look fantastic. I will say that the quality of the plastic is my biggest concern with the new Battletech miniatures. I have lots of them. I bought, you know, all the original runs of them. I've bought boxes of the later editions that were supposed to have better plastic. The problem is it's that kind of rubbery, almost board game plastic. And the issue with that is that you can't really clean the flash off of it. Like, it's so rubbery that the blade can't like skate across it. It wants to bite into it. So there's no real clean way to fix those miniatures when they have mold lines. And I'm a big proponent of clean your damn mold lines when it comes to your miniatures. And that kind of bugs the shit out of me. It's not the miniatures themselves or the designs of the miniatures, or even that they're pre-posed or glued together, whatever process that is. The quality of the plastic really bothers me, though, because it does. They feel like they're pieces that came out of a board game. Anyway, that's my soapbox moment. All right, how's this gonna go? Apex. Oh, yep. Yeah, good job. All right, handled. But yeah, like if I will definitely say that the new Battletech miniatures are heads above the old miniatures. I know that, a lot of people have a lot of affection for the old, like, Ironwind Metals, / old TSR models. But I hated those miniatures too. They just the guys who made those models were not the best sculptors, and I know that that's probably going to get me some flack, but I always hated BattleTech miniatures, and I was always really frustrated that the miniatures never represented the art the way that I wanted it to. And then BattleTech disappeared for a decade. And then everybody was like, well, we're going to have this Kickstarter. What do you guys want? And everyone was like, we want like hard plastic, multi-piece, like without saying Games Workshop, they wanted Games Workshop quality BattleTech miniatures. And they heard hard plastic and didn't know what that meant. They heard hard plastic and they were like, you guys want board game miniatures? Check. And I was like, that's not what we wanted. That's not what we said. And I get it. A lot of BattleTech players are not like really into painting miniatures. A lot of them liked the pre-painted shit that, that was the clicky tech stuff. I don't know. I feel like they've got great artists and people who really mean well. They've got a great art director, that's for sure. But just the Catalyst Games is not experienced at making miniatures. And that's always been the deal with FASA, is that the company FASA didn't make the miniatures, right? It was oh gosh, before it was Ironwind, who was it? It was it's the same company that made D&D's miniatures. And then they sold the molds to Ironwind. Raoul Partha, thank you. That was what I was thinking. I told you I'm awful at remembering names. So they relied on somebody else to make those miniatures. And obviously, as a company, that's not what they made. They made books, they made, rules and stuff. And in this particular case, instead of going with, a company that professionally makes miniatures, they went with, an overseas toy making company. And that's not what I wanted, I'm still happy that I've got miniatures that are better than the old ones for sure, but that's just not what I wanted. So if I sound salty, it's just I was a little disappointed with the way they came out. The metal miniatures, it depends on how old you're getting them, because some of them were made of lead, and lead can be quite soft to work with. Their pewter was typically fine, but the problem is whenever you cast something out of pewter that's very geometrically shaped like a robot, you're gonna get very soft corners, and you're gonna get like a little bit of warping, and it's never gonna be as right angle geometric as you would want. Pewter's very good for like organic shapes, just doesn't do well with sharp like hard corners and stuff. Anyway, Puzzle Pulsar coming in with a rating party of 5. I'm just sitting here talking about my issues with miniatures. Yeah. Von Falkenstein, that was a big issue. Like, anytime you had any kind of long weapon, like a spear or a gun or anything like that with a long barrel, with pewter, it was always going to get warped. There's nothing you could do about it. That's what I liked about, I do dislike the BattleTech miniatures. They are too chewy. I want them to be more crunchy. I do like how 3D printing has gotten a lot cleaner. It used to be when you got 3D printed miniatures, they had a lot of like mold lines, or not mold lines, but like layer lines, and you could very easily see it in the miniature. It was so difficult to get rid of them. But nowadays, man, with these like 4K resin printers, they are no joke. No joke. $12 can up now? Jesus. See like the molecules on the forehead of a space marine. We're out of stuff to do. Made all the drugs we can make. Where are we gonna put this fabrication room? That's another question. There's bionic replacements. All right. Oh no. More rats. Doctor Who. Come on, guys. We're right here. Oh, no, no, no. Apex, Apex, Apex. Stand back. Rats are very dangerous. I guess we could line up some of the steel, right? Probably we'll put fabrication over here. Could tell you stories about the rats. A wild man has wandered in. His name is Crocodile. Oh man, Crocodile is a unga bunga man who loves digging holes. He's a feral dwarf. Fortunately, we will not be bringing him to the colony. No, a bazit. Cookie Mama's got it handled. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. She'll stomp it out with her recon boots. But yeah, but like, okay, so here's my other beef with the Battletech miniatures the way they are, right? Is that Battletech inherently is a game that encourages customization, right? It encourages you to really build your own shit out of whatever you can find, right? But since the models are all pre-assembled and the parts are not very interchangeable, if you actually want to make a mech that's like customized, it's actually harder, I think, to customize the newer mechs than it was to customize like resin or like even the pewter mechs, because you know, at least the pewter mechs, they came in separate pieces. You could like, you know, swap some different legs onto a different torso or some new arms or something like that. I don't know, just stuff like that. I feel like there was a lot of missed opportunity with the new BattleTech miniatures. Acidic smock, huh? I mean, that's true. That's true, Night Owl. But I would say that the game has been around long enough with the construction rules that customization really is a part of it. I mean, if you look at almost every single one of their video games, like it's always about like, you know, taking what you find off the battlefield and, you know, duct taping it together to make something that works, you know? I don't think they're monetizing enough. I really do. I think that they could, I mean, they would certainly sell a lot more miniatures to me if they were doing something like more akin to like parts on a sprue. Poopy's Bugs. A 9-year-old child named Poopy is calling from nearby. She says she has poisoned an underground insect colony, but now she is soaked in insect pheromones and the bugs are hunting her. Holy shit. Poopy, I hate to break it to you, but that sounds like a you problem. Yeah. These days, customization really comes down to 3D printing, and I think that there is an aspect of the hobby that I miss that you don't get anymore thanks to 3D printing, and that is the joy of kit bashing. Like some of my favorite miniatures right now are the plastic kits you get from War Games Atlantic or like Frostgrave or Stargrave. Like, you know, just even if the miniatures aren't particularly realistic looking, you know, it's just, you know, torsos, legs, arms, heads. Like you really get to customize them and put them together and make some cool shit, you know. Yeah, Poopy might have stepped in it, huh? How's this person? Oh, their resistance is almost done. We're gonna recruit them too. Just running through my base. You jerk. I mean, they're all valid points, guys. You know, I'm aware, like, you don't have to have miniatures that are accurately represented, but like for me, because I'm the kind of person who likes to really get immersed in it, like I really do like having miniatures that represent what I'm doing. It's not something that I would say for everybody, but it is for me, you know. All right, so we finished mining that out. Let's go ahead and mine. Actually, I have no idea how big a fabrication bench is off the top of my head. So, unrelated to Battletech miniatures or anything like that, I did get to watch some professional wrestling this weekend. They had the WWE Royal Rumble, which was a lot of fun. Got to sit and watch that with some friends. I have to say that it's been a while since I've like consistently watched pay-per-views, which they don't call them pay-per-views I guess anymore, but like it's been a while since I've consistently watched like the special events in wrestling, but the Royal Rumble was always my favorite. Seem to have a lot of energy problems. I am getting close to my my limit. Part of that is there is a brief period of time when the sun goes down where the solar generators aren't powering the sun lamp, and we did have that acidic fog which was blocking sunlight for a little while, but we should. We did lose. Oh man, we've lost a couple of. Well, that might explain some of the problem. Thank you, Von Falkenstein. Yeah, I've chatted with Howes about wrestling in the past. I guess starred on his Sunday show, the wrestling show. Yeah, WBPLW. Yeah, Royal Rumble is fun, and I figured out what I like about it. So, like, tag team wrestling is very predictable, right? You have the heel tag team, and you have your face tag team, and you know, the heel tag team are going to try to keep one of the faces in the ring, and they're going to be beating them up, and they're going to cheat and do heel tactics and like keep man, what happened to Cookie? Got beat the heck up. Jeez. I had totally forgotten. We need to make prosthetic stomach. Except for Except for... Okay, where's it at? It's created at the fabrication bench, which we don't have because we only have one advanced component. Okay. All right, so we're going to hold off on that for a little bit. But yeah, with the Rumble, like, so with tag teams, like, you know, eventually you're building a lot of tension, and then eventually the other face gets the hot tag, right? And the hot tag allows them to like jump in and really kick ass for a period of time. Well, the Royal Rumble is literally 30 hot tags. Like, you start with 2 people, and every time somebody jumps in, they get a chance to have their hot tag moment where they get to beat ass. And it doesn't matter if they're a face or a heel, they get to come in and kick ass. So it's just like 2 hours of, like, you know, hot tags. And I don't know why I love that. I just fucking love it. We have an exotic goods trader, possibly an organ trader. We'll see how that goes. We have a new recruit. We have a fire. It'll be all right. We have a new recruit. Let's go ahead and set the... Ooh, they're a Steiner. Kaloon Steiner. So, first step is we gotta hook them up with a work schedule. They are good at research, good at social, good at fighting, good at crafting. So what we're gonna do is have them focus on very good at social. Probably take Apex off of wardening then. She's actually okay at construction, so we'll have her as a backup person doing construction, and then mostly crafts, and then research. All right. And the other thing they need is a name. So it's time to return to the Wheel of Names. Ooh, Galea Kid. Welcome back to the colony. We'll send the wheel back to the void. Poofed up. All right. Well, now we're up to 5 colonists, which is pretty solid. But yeah, Royal Rumbles are a lot of fun. Is what I was getting at there. All right, so we got these dudes. You know, Ether's a little bit beat up, and he's also missing a stomach. Let's see if these guys have a stomach for us. Where's the... Okay, trade with Tammy, the exotic goods trader. Okay, they have a flat screen TV, some gold, an armor skin gland, neuro calculator, okay. Not a lot of stuff that we actually need. Oh, they have an advanced component. Haha. We will buy that. That is unfortunately gonna put us broke, so we need to sell some stuff. We can sell some of this gold, right? Yeah, we'll just sell off all the gold. We don't need that right now. Von Falkenstein, you're not on the wheel anymore. Yeah, you might have been a colonist that Cookie has lost her gun again. You might have been one of the colonists that does not survive so well in Smonkey Land. All right, so now we have a fabrication bench. Jesus, it takes 12 components. Okay. Do they happen to have any regular components? They do have some regular components. We're gonna sell this paint stopper. All right, yeah, let's see if Von Falkenstein is in here. We have Zeus as a goose. And Crowwind in here. Somebody got captured, didn't they? Yeah, somebody got captured and drug off. That might have been you. Sounds like naming game is off, so let's go ahead and turn that on. All right, naming game should be on. Von Falkenstein would like to be added to the wheel. You have been added. My God, what are you doing? Thank you for following. Welcome to Cooking on the Rim. Welcome to WBPL 76. I commend you for a non-traditional name. Silicon Soul. Spam burger, huh? I like spam. I like spam. Let's see, we have a incendiary launcher. Do need a weapon for Galea Kid. They are a pretty good shot. We have a pump shotgun that we can give them. It's normal. It's in bad shape though. That one's a little bit better. Galea Kid, enjoy your shotgun. I would give them the incendiary launcher, but let's be real. That is how bases get burned down. But we'll keep that in mind for when things need to go boom. Okay, there's a fight going on. We do need power to this room, don't we? And let's put a ceiling fan in here. And let's put in some cave tiles. And a steel door. no, we have plague rats. How about light? We are going to be building a ceiling fan in the room, which will have a light. With the Dubs Bad Hygiene mod, that is my preferred way to light up a room. SRW Addict has got the sniffles. It's got the plague sniffles. All right, power has been restored to the fabrication room. Bill, add bill, make bionic stomach. That requires 3 advanced components. God dang it. All right, well, let's just make, oh, it requires crafting 8, which nobody has. Okay. Cool. Cool, guys. This is a great game. Rimworld is a real easy game. I'm assuming it takes advanced fabrication to make advanced components. Yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, they take like plasteel and some other shit. You know, I was watching the last episode of the Grand Tour, and then I saw an interview with Richard Hammond about what he's been doing since the Grand Tour has been over, and he actually went on a couple of road trips with his friends, and he was like very confused because he didn't have to look at a camera while he was driving. Like, he could just drive. He didn't have to say anything. I like how my colony is constantly beat the fuck up, even though like there are no bad guys. There's no raiders or anything like that. It's all self-inflicted wounds. Let's see. Looks like they have lost their breach hammer, which has gone somewhere. Yep, there it is. All right, so we got vital monitors. I guess we'll start working on advanced fabrication. And hospital beds, what do they take? A shitload of components. Jesus Christ, we're gonna be using so many components. All right, well, we're gonna say make components do until you have, I don't know, 60 of them. A group of imps have decided to fuck around and find out. All right, guys. Oh, they're not attacking. They're waiting. Now they are beginning their assault. Okay. Okay, well that solves that problem. Drift Pirate says Tom Waits is a top-notch dude. I believe that. Tom Waits seems like a cool guy. I would have been very pleased to meet that guy before he passed. Lady Gaga is really nice. Good to know. Lady Gaga is on my short list of pop singers that I do particularly listen to. We have a Mad Waste Rat who has died. Good job. And Madonna is a piece of shit. That also tracks. Also tracks. Good to know. One of my favorite facts about Tom Waits. Let me make sure I'm getting this correct. Yeah, Tom Waits. Took me a second. I had a moment where I doubted myself. So Tom Waits did a song called I Don't Want to Grow Up. And the Ramones also did an identical song called I Don't Want to Grow Up. And they both came out like within a year of each other. And for the longest time, I don't think I knew who actually wrote that song, but it was Tom Waits. It was Tom Waits was the person who originally wrote that song, and then just the Ramones immediately covered it. No, I like Tom Waits, don't get me wrong, but the Ramones are like one of my all-time favorite bands. But I do like both versions of that song. In fact, I have a playlist of cover songs on Spotify, and I always have those two songs right next to each other on the playlist. See a big Rexplosion hazard right in smack down in the center of my colony. You talking about this situation right here? Weird Drift Pirate. It's strange to me that at this point, like in these day and ages, like that you'd have to sue anybody for using your music. Like there's so much. Oh, inspired surgery. It's a shame he can't do his own surgery. I didn't know that, but that's crazy to me that like you would even have to stop a company from using your song anymore. But yeah, like I have a pretty open taste when it comes to music. Like there's some genres that I don't particularly care for, but even if I don't care for the genre, there's usually like one or two artists who fall into that genre that I do particularly like. Like I don't listen to a lot of pop music. I never have. It's just not music that really appeals to me. But Lady Gaga, for whatever reason, like does not trigger my dislike for pop music. And it's because she's absolutely fucking weird. And I think if music is weird, I'm into it. Bulk good traders. The Dog Corporation, huh? Sell some dogs. Let's find somebody that's not incredibly beat up. You know, for the Dog Corporation, they only have a couple of dogs. Got a couple of Labradors, a bunch of chickens, some ducks, some cats, some cows, a bunch of cat meat. Wonder how that happened. Yeah, we are out of money. We need to find somebody who is willing to buy our cocaine. This person is willing to buy our cocaine. Please buy all of it. They're also going to buy all of our junk clothes. Cloth fedora. There we go. Now we got a little bit of money to play with. Let's continue to buy a bunch of components. Yeah, we'll just buy all of their components. And you know what? Let's sell them all of our cloth. We don't need that right now. We can make more cloth. Again, I did not know that about Lady Gaga, but it doesn't surprise me. And as someone who is also a huge Weird Al fan, I can appreciate that as well. The other one that always strikes me, like, I'm not a big modern country fan. I like older country for different reasons, but like most modern country just kind of feels like pop music to me for the same reason. But one of the few modern country artists that I 100% give a pass to is Garth Brooks. And it is because how absolutely fucking weird Garth Brooks is. Like that whole like Chris Gaines like emo haircut thing he was doing, that shit to me, like that is a guy who gets fucking weird, and I appreciate weird. Yeah, man, if Weird Al spoofs one of your songs, like that's how you know you made it in life. Like that's the litmus test. All right, so do I have anybody with a crafting high enough to do this shit? I guess the closest is gonna be Galea Kid. Although Cookie Mama does have, or not Cookie Mama, Ayageth does have a passion in it, which means they'll learn it faster. So in other words, I have to get them crafting something. So we're gonna go Skyrim mode here, and we're just gonna have Galea Kid like banging out steel daggers. Make knives. Do until you have 50 of them. And then Cookie Mama is gonna go off of smithing for a little while, and Galea Kid is just gonna go fucking ham. We got all this steel, might as well smash them into iron daggers. Holy Bravo doesn't particularly like the pop country music of the 90s. Yeah, me neither. Like I say, I listen to a lot of like older country. Waylon Jennings, Johnny Cash, of course. That sort of thing. But yeah, modern country just doesn't do it for me. The glistening edifice. That sounds like we could get banned on Twitch for saying it too much. We could get a sub persona core. Jesus, okay. Yeah, no, thank you. We're fine. We'll pass. Yeah, I love me some Johnny Cash. Drift Pilot said they had 3 Blood Bowl games today, and then you've been reffing. Hell yeah. We just started a Blood Bowl league in the Legion, I've played a couple of games with it so far, and I actually just finished our in-person league. I love me some Blood Bowl. You guys should probably know that by now about me. What if I fire my 12th lineman? I mean, you know, if you knew that ahead of time, you would have. But, yeah, no, you can't do that on the fly. The Royal Tribute Collector. Taxman's coming around. Playing against Skaven. I've had some weird luck with Skaven over the years. When Blood Bowl 2016 first came out, somebody at our store did a local league, and I played in it. But the problem is that unless you were an old school Blood Bowl player and you had a bunch of teams, you had to buy a new team. So we had a lot of new players, and the only teams that were available were either the orc or human teams that came out of the box set, or dwarves and Skaven. And I went ahead and bought the Skaven team because, you know, it's a team that I didn't have, and I figured I'd go ahead and paint it up and play it. And then everybody else in the league bought a dwarf team. So there were like 4 to 5 dwarf players in our league, and none of them knew how to stop a team that has their lowest movement is 7. I was just running circles around these poor dwarf players. Are grots acceptable orc Blood Bowl headgear? I mean, it's probably not standard regulation, but only a nerd cares about that sort of thing, right? But yeah, that was a tough league. Your last league had 7 of 12 teams that were Lizardmen teams. Yeah, Lizardmen are another popular team, aren't they? I'm pretty sure in our last Legion League, we had like 2 or 3 Lizardmen players. Now, I tell you, I haven't played Dwarves in a really long time, but I did play Dwarves in our most recent in-person league, and I had forgotten how difficult it is to... Oh, Cookie Mama. No. No more smithing. That's Galea Kid's job. Castus, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. In fact, I would say that there's a lot right with that. All right, where's their crafting at? Oh, they're gonna be doing this for a while. Ooh, wait, does your crafting go up if you're making stone blocks? Let's take Cookie Mama off olive crafting period. This Skaven team had 2 deaths on turn 1. Oof. That is a tough moment. Morg threw a halfling and he took out a blitzer carrying the ball. Using like the human missiles. Yeah, yeah. The most recent team that I actually put together and painted was a Chaos Renegades team. I've got one model that I'm waiting for to come in the mail so I can finish that team off, but otherwise it's fully done. And with the exception of 2 miniatures that I had 3D printed, every model in that team is kit bashed in some way, either like head swaps or like full conversions or what have you. And I have no illusions that that team is going to perform well, because they're kind of a hard team to play, but I am very excited to see them in action. Yeah, they really do. They give you that Mutant League football look. All right, Galea Kid, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Okay, they do not get progress. They do not get progress from stamping blocks. So we'll have Cookie Mama do crafting, and we'll have Galea Kid do smithing for now. Man, where's the time gone? Yeah, just go ahead and let you guys know that we are getting close to the end of the stream today. But coming up next, if you're looking for another stream, is Pandora Pirate Radio. Stick around for them. I'm sure they're going to be doing something fun. Probably got another, I don't know, maybe 5-10 minutes left in the stream today. All right, each dagger gives about 50 progress. That's a lot of daggers. And we have 50 knives. It takes 30 steel. And that doesn't seem worth it. No one has died. Thank you, Chocobo. Appreciate that. Drift Pirate, you're running vampires right now? I played against vampires when they first came out. There was a guy running it in our league. They seem tough. They seem tough. Chocobo has redeemed a water break. Well, I'm out of tea, but I do have a little bit of this beverage left. I think the trick with vampires is that you can't run all the vampires, right? Like, you know, you can only run like maybe 4 of them. And look at all these daggers. It's possible that we may have overdone it on the daggers. You say that you can, you just got to have enough thralls, or have thralls in the right places, I guess. Yeah, the runners are basically like high elf catchers, but with extra benefits. I don't know how I would run them if I did run vampires. I don't know what I would focus on. I know what we should do. Let's go ahead and swap back off to cotton since we sold all of our cotton off. Just another day on the rim, huh? What did we get done today? We built an armory. We recruited two new colonists. Built a fabrication room. Collected a bunch of skulls. We do have a couple of pet rats. Oh, Doctor Who. Where'd Doctor Who go? Oh, we lost one of our rats. Oh well. Way she goes, I guess. Doctor Who has joined Fredo in the walls. Okay. Do that for honor. For Ether the Booze Wizard. He was very sad that he can't drink booze because his stomach is gone. Where did the person drop off at? Oh. Easy peasy. Drift Pirate, have a good one. Good luck to you on your Blood Bowl and Nuffle's blessings and all that. Man, never cross paths with Morg. I tell you, one of these days, I'm going to build a low-cost lineman team. And my whole gimmick is going to be recruiting the dumbest shit every game. But on that note... I think we're going to go ahead and call it there. Yeah, my name is Quish. This has been Cookin on the Rim. I stream Rimworld every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'll be back next Monday with some more Cookin on the Rim. Coming up next is Pandora Pirate Radio, so stick around for them. I'm going to go ahead and leave you with a word from our sponsor. We'll see you next week.
And our sponsor is Rain Shadow Legends. So fantasy RPG action strategy game with over 7 billion downloads worldwide. In Rain Shadow Legends, you have access to over millions of fun and unique characters such as Orc, Bugbear, Gun, or Elf. She's very pretty. Look how pretty she is. If you like now, you can download our WBPL 76 exclusive character, the Skeleton King. He broke your hands. You can use special promo code LIGMA to receive 42,069 rubies. You can spend them on cool cosmetic items such as skins.
Like the kind that your characters wear and make different outfits, not like a big pile of skin, that would be gross.
And also flaming swords.
It's on fire.
Find out what over 7 billion totally real people who have downloaded this game are talking about and download the app today. Now back to the stream.